everyone, hope all of you are doing well. In today's session, we're going to continue our journey on the series of MEG1 British poetry. And in this particular session, I've already bought two more lectures. I hope you have already watched those videos because every video will be having a connecting link with the previous video. So I highly recommend those who are watching the video for the first time, go ahead and check the playlist of MEG1 British poetry. We will find the previous two videos. Now, in today's session, we are going to discuss a important tale from the Canterbury Tales, that is the Nun's Priest tale. Now this particular tale is very important because this particular tale is a fable, and fable is a sort of story where the animals portray the roles of humans, okay, and at the end it gives a moral message as well. So this particular story is going to be very interesting, so do watch the video till the end. And also a humble request to all my viewers that do check out the description to find out the links of some important and interesting videos narrated in my voice, which will give you some important lessons on love, time travel, and much more. So do kindly watch those videos as well. And if you happen to like those videos, do consider to subscribe my other channel as well. Now, without any further delay, let's get started. So I hope that all of you have watched the previous video on Canterbury Tales written by Geoffrey Chaucer between 1387 to 1400. Since you have done that, you already know that the tales have been told by a couple of pilgrims from their journey to London to Canterbury, okay, to visit a shrine. Fine. So what is happening here? After the monk has told his tale, the knight pleads that no more tragedies be told. क्या होता है कि जो knight होता है, who tells the first tale, he requests the monk that after the monk has told his tale, that no more tragedies should be told, okay, in order to make the journey more pleasant. He asks that someone tell a tale that is opposite of tragedy, one that narrates the extreme good fortune of someone previously brought low. So क्या होता है, the host जो होता है, the host picks the nun's priest, the priest traveling with the prioress and her nun, okay, and demands that he tell a tale that will gladden the hearts of the company members. So the nun's priest क्या होता है, वो readily agree कर जाता है and he began his tale. Fine. So before I give a brief insight on the nun's priest's tale, let us also know that the nun's priest tale is a fable. Okay, fable क्या होता है? A fable is a form of story with moral lesson, but the characters are animals in such type of stories. Okay. So the nun's priest tales begins with a poor elderly widow who is living a simple life in a cottage with her two daughters. इससे पहले हम पहले ही बोल चुके हैं guys कि this is a story which is actually a fable where actually all the characters that are here are animals. Okay, so just a little bit introduction where we see that a elderly woman is there with her two daughters. Her few possessions include three sows, three cows, a sheep, and some chickens. One chicken, her rooster, is named as Chanticleer. अब जो पूरा story of Nun's Priest Tale revolves around this rooster. Okay, तो ये नाम जो है आप please keep in your mind, Chanticleer, which in French means sings clearly. True to his name, Chanticleer's cock-a-doodle-doo makes him the master of all roosters. Okay, वो क्या होता है, जैसा उसका नाम है वैसे ही वो क्लियरली गाता है, and that makes him the best. His crest is redder than fine coral, his beak is black as jet, his nails whiter than lilies, and his feathers shine like burnished gold. Okay, this is a little bit of introduction about the main character, main antagonist. Sorry, not antagonist, it's the protagonist actually. Chanticleer has many hand wives, but he loves most truly a hen named Partilot. Okay, this is the second character in the story which you have to remember. Partilot जो होती है is one of the wife of Chanticleer and who is like the most adorable of all his wives. She is as lovely as Chanticleer is magnificent. Okay. So after the brief introduction of the main characters of this story, one night what happens is Chanticleer has a terrible nightmare about an orange hound-like beast who threatens to kill him while he is in the yard. सो क्या होता है, चांटिक्लेयर एक रात मतलब सो रहा होता है और उसी रात उसको एक सपना आता है कि एक हाउंड लाइक बीस्ट, ओके, हाउंड लाइक बीस्ट में हम लोग किसको काउंट कर सकते हैं, लाइक फॉक्स एंड ऑल द कैनिबल्स. ओके, सो व्हेन ही इज द हार्ड यार्ड उसको मारने की कोशिश करता है. तो फियरलेस पार्टीलोट जो होती है वो उसको कंसोल करने की कोशिश करती है कि दिस ड्रीम्स आर लाइक नॉट रियल
and the dream got better of him. Okay, she believes the dream to be a result of some physical malady. वो जो दिन भर इतना भाग दौड़ करता है उसी का मतलब नतीजा है. तो वो बोलती है कि इसमें रियलिटी का कोई वो नहीं है. एंड शी प्रोमिसेस हिम दैट शी विल फाइंड सम परगेटिव हर्ब्स. कोई मेडिसिन खा के या कोई दवाई खा के उसको ठीक करने का प्रॉमिस करती है. ओके, शी अर्जेस हिम वंस मोर नॉट टू बी ड्रेड समथिंग एज फ्लीटिंग एंड इल्यूशनरी एज अ ड्रीम. कि ड्रीम जैसा एक इल्यूशन ही होता है गैस, जो हम लोग दिन भर सोचते हैं या सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में रखते हैं, वही सब हम लोग ड्रीम्स में देखते हैं. तो पार्टी लॉट क्या होती है, चांटिक्लेयर को एश्योर करती है कि दिस ड्रीम इज़ नथिंग बट नॉट रियल. ओके, फाइन. सो इन ऑर्डर टू कन्विंस हर दैट हिज ड्रीम वॉज इम्पॉर्टेंट, चांटिक्लेयर क्या करता है, ही गिव्स एग्जाम्पल्स ऑफ सम पीपल जिन लोग के सपनों में उन लोग का द ड्रीम ऑफ देयर डेथ्स. सो चांटिक्लेयर ऐसे एग्जाम्पल्स देती है पार्टी लॉट को कि ऐसे भी लोग थे जिन्होंने ऐसा सपना देख लिया था, प्री इल्यूशन, कि मतलब उन लोग का डेथ कैसे और कब होने वाला है. बट ही फेल्स टू ऑब्वियसली कन्विंस पार्टी लॉट हु इज कन्विंस्ड विद द फैक्ट कि ड्रीम्स आर नॉट रियल. ओके, so moving on to the story, one day in May, Chanticleer has just declared his perfect happiness when a wave of sadness passes over him. That very night, a hungry fox stalks Chanticleer and his wives, watching their every move. So क्या होता है कि एक दिन मई का महीना था, जो एक दिन एक हंग्री फॉक्स जो होता है वो काफ़ी टाइम से चांटिक्लियर पे नज़र बनाए रखा होता है एंड उसकी नज़र उसी पे होती है. सो चांटिक्लियर को वो बात पता चल जाता है. द नेक्स्ट डे चांटिक्लियर नोटिसेस द फॉक्स while watching a butterfly, and the fox confronts him while dissimulating courtesy, telling the roaster not to be afraid. तो जो फॉक्स होता है वो बहुत ज़्यादा चालाक होता है. What it tells Chanticleer while confronting him is कि उससे डरना नहीं है. He just came here to appreciate the beauty and the singing talents of Chanticleer. Chanticleer relishes the fox's flattery of his singing. He beats his wings with pride, stands on his toes, stretches his neck, closes his eyes and crows loudly. सो क्या होता है एट द एंड, ऑब्वियसली चांटिक्लियर फॉक्स के झांसे में पड़ जाता है. जब फॉक्स उसका ज़्यादा तारीफ कर देता है तो चांटिक्लियर बिलीव्स इट टू बी ट्रू एंड एज ए फैन का रिक्वेस्ट मान के वो अपने गाना गाने के लिए तैयार हो जाता है. द फॉक्स reaches out and grabs Chanticleer by the throat and then slinks away with him back towards the woods. No one is around to witness what has happened. Once Partilord finds out what has happened, she burns her feathers with grief and the great wail arises from the hen house. उसी मौके का फ़ायदा उठा के फॉक्स क्या करता है, जब चांटिक्लेयर गाने के लिए तैयार होता है आंखें बंद करके, वो अपने उसके गले को पकड़ लेता है एंड उसको खींचता हुआ वुड्स की तरफ ले जाता है. पार्टीलोट को ये बात पता चल जाता है और वो ज़ोर से हल्ला करने की कोशिश करती है जिससे पूरा हैन हाउस जाग उठता है. सो पार्टीलोट के चीखने से क्या होता है, द विडो और द डॉटर्स जो होते हैं वो जाग जाते हैं एंड दे फॉलो द फॉक्स इन द वुड्स अलॉन्ग विद द एंटायर बार्न यार्ड. ओके, जो सारे एनिमल्स होते हैं वो सभी पीछा करते हैं चांटिक्लेयर को बचाने के लिए. चांटिक्लेयर वेरी क्लेवरली सजेस्ट द फॉक्स टर्न एंड बोस्ट टू हिज परस्यूअर्स. वो क्या करने की कोशिश करता है कि वो बोलता है कि तुम एक काम करो, तुम रुक के जो तुम्हें पीछा कर रहे हैं, जो लोग तुम्हें पीछा कर रहे हैं उन लोग को भगाने की कोशिश करो. तो फॉक्स उसका बात सुन लेता है और फॉक्स ओपन्स हिज माउथ टू डू सो एंड चांटिक्लियर फ्लाइज आउट ऑफ द फॉक्स माउथ इनटू ए हाई ट्री. उसी मौके का फ़ायदा उठा के चांटिक्लियर क्या करता है, जब फॉक्स अपना मुंह खोलता है बाकी सबको भगाने के लिए, वो वहाँ से निकल के एक ऊपर वाले ट्री में जाकर बैठ जाता है. The fox tries to flatter the bird into coming down, but Chanticleer has learned his lesson. He tells the fox that flattery will work for him no more. So क्या होता है, जब फॉक्स के चंगुल से चांटिक्लेयर बच जाता है, फॉक्स वापस अपना पुराना ट्रिक यूज़ करने की कोशिश करता है, फिर से उसको फ्लैटर करने की कोशिश करता है कि वो नीचे आ जाए और गाना गाए उसके लिए. बट चांटिक्लेयर अभी समझ चुका था, ये गॉल्ड हिज लेसन, कि नॉट टू फॉल फॉर फ्लैटर्स. ओके, सो इवेंचुअली द मॉरल ऑफ द स्टोरी जो है, यहाँ पे स्टोरी ख़त्म हो जाता है विद द सेविंग ऑफ चांटिक्लियर with his smartness. The moral of the story जो होता है guys, that is to never trust a flatterer. Okay, so as told in the last video, the Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer is one of the most important topics in British poetry from the examination point of view. Regarding that, let us discuss one question from the 2019 to 20 assignments, which was asked from this topic, especially from the Nun's Priest Tale. It goes something like this. Now, sire, quoth she, when we flee for the beams, for goddess love, it takes some laxative, up peril of my soul and all life. I counsel you the best. I will not lie. The first thing that will come to your mind is like it's very difficult to understand the Middle English, as I have said very several times in my previous video that Geoffrey Chaucer has used the Mid England dialect to write the Canterbury Tales, which is very difficult to understand, of course. If you want to simplify this in simple terms or in simple language in modern English, it goes something like this: that now, sire, now, sir, sage see, when we fly from the beams, for God's love, go and take some laxative. On peril of my soul, as I live, I counsel you the best, I will not lie. So again, the same thing comes. How to understand that this has been asked from the Canterbury Tales, the Nun's Priest Tale. If you have watched my previous videos of British poetry, guys, then you already know that I have suggested that you pick up the term which gives you a clue about the particular text from which it has been taken. Here, the word laxative obviously clearly says that it has been taken from the Nun's Priest Tale. Why? Because in Nun's Priest Tale, party lord जो होती है, she gives a suggestion to the Chanticleer that he has been dreaming the nightmare because of the heart turmoil, and some herbs can fix it up. So we have to break this entire paragraph down in our answer in three categories, as said before. So the first category will be obviously context. So these lines are from Nun's Priest Tales, from Canterbury Tales, written by Geoffrey Chaucer between 1387 to 1400. So obviously the reference, then context, and then explanation comes. So reference में आप लोग ये लिखोगे कि these lines are from the Nun's Priest Tales, from the Canterbury Tales, written by Geoffrey Chaucer between 1387 to 1400. In the context part, you have to clearly mention that in what respect this lines has been said by a particular person. So obviously we already know by the explanation of the Nun's Priest Tale that these lines have been taken from the Nun's Priest Tale, where Partelote is trying to console Chanticleer of his nightmare, that it is not true. Okay, in the explanation part we can actually magnify the entire thing in our own words, in keep it simple. Like the Nun's Priest Tale is one of the 24 tales in Canterbury Tales. You can start with something like this: the Nun's Priest Tale is a fable. A fable is a form of story with moral lesson, but the characters are animals in such type of stories. Fable के बारे में पहले ही बता चुका हूँ guys. It's a moral story where the characters are animals. In the Nun's Priest Tale, we have already understand that the moral of the story is that not to trust flatterers. So the given abstract appears from after Chanticleer, the roaster shares his dream with his wife Partelote. Chanticleer had a night dream that a hound-like beast is threatening to kill him. ये हम लोग बात कर चुके हैं कि उसको एक सपना आता है that a hound-like beast is going to kill him. Partelote chides Chanticleer, saying that it is a shame for him to be afraid of a dream, as no wife wants a husband who is coward. He is having this dream due to indigestion. She quotes Cato's interpretation of dream, pay no attention to dream, and asks Chanticleer to go to their garden and take some laxative with help him, which will help him in his indigestion, and that she is counseling him for his best only. अगर इसको शॉर्ट में हम लोग समराइज करना चाहें तो क्या हो रहा है कि Chanticleer had that nightmare, and he is very troubled after that the next morning. Partelote obviously उसकी wife है, जिसको उसको convince करने की कोशिश कर रही है कि dreams are not true actually, and this is happening due to some indigestion, और उसको जाके medicines लेना चाहिए, that is basically herbs. Okay.
So this is a wrap on today's video, guys. I hope you had a proper insight regarding the Nun's Priest Tale from the Canterbury Tales, narrated by the priest, which is actually a fable. In case if you have any other doubt regarding this particular session, do feel free to comment in the comment section. I'll definitely try to address it. And yes, as usual, I'll keep on bringing the videos from all the blocks serially in a serial manner, so that you can prepare for your upcoming term and examination in a better manner. Also, a humble reminder that do check out the videos given in the description. You will definitely love those videos. These videos are based on love, sacrifice, time travel, and much more, which is narrated in my voice. Till we meet next time, God bless you and thank you all.